By the end of this video, you can make this network in Cisco Packet Tracer. We will configure the switch, set up a trunk link, and configuring the router. In the previous video, we created two VLANs on a switch, but computers in different VLANs could not connect to each other. If you haven't watched that video yet, I have put the link in the description below. In this tutorial, we will solve that problem by connecting our switch to a router using a trunk link and configuring router subinterfaces. Let's get started. I will add 4 PCs, PC0 and PC1 for VLAN 2, and PC2 and PC3 for VLAN 3. Then I will add a switch and connecting all our PCs to the switch. I just do it quickly to save the time. Connecting PC2, connecting PC3. Then I will add the router and connecting the switch to the router with copper straight through cable. Gigabit 0/1 on the switch, and I choose gigabit 0/0 on the router. Set the IP address for PC0 is going to be 192.168.210. PC1 IP address is going to be 192.168.211. PC2 192.168.310. And the last PC 192.168.311. Now I will configure the switch, enable, and going to config mode, configure terminal, and creating the VLANs. VLAN 2, and we give it a name. VLAN 2, the name is VLAN 2, and VLAN 3, creating VLAN 3, and give it a name VLAN 3. Exit. Now we are assigning the switch ports to the VLANs. We select the ports, interface range, fast Ethernet 0/1 to 2. Then we tell the switch these ports will be access port. Access ports are used for end device like PCs. Then we assign the selected port to VLAN 2. Simply we just tell the switch that these ports belongs to VLAN 2. And we do the same for VLAN 3. We select the ports, (0/1, 3 to 4. We set them to be access port, and then assigning the selected ports to VLAN 3. We type exit and then show VLAN brief. Here you can see the VLANs we have just created, and they are both active. And under the port, you can see the port we assign to that VLANs. We go to configure terminal again, and now we are going to configure the trunk link. We choose gigabit 0/1 and then switch port mode. Instead of access, we use trunk, as we are going to connect this port to the router, and then exit. Now we have finished configuring the switch, and we go to configure the router. First, we need to go to config mode and turn the port on. Interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0, and then no shutdown. Exit. And create the sub interface for VLAN 2. You need to type interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0.2. Encapsulation dot 1Q2. This 2 is VLAN's ID, and then we give it an IP address. This IP address is going to be VLAN 2 gateway. Oops, I need to enter the subnet mask as well. Now we assign the IP address to that sub interface. We do the same for another sub interface for VLAN 3. So we make another one for VLAN 3. Zero slash 0.3, then encapsulation dot 1Q3. This is the ID for VLAN 3, and we give it an IP address. This IP address is going to be for VLAN 3 gateway. If you type show IP interface, you can see the interfaces we have just created with the IP address in front of them, and both of them are up. Now it's the time to set the default gateway for each PC. VLAN 2, the default gateway is 192.168.2.1. Same for PC1 because it's in VLAN 2. And PC2, it belongs to VLAN 3. And we set the gateway 192.168.3.1. Same for the last one. And now we will test that Inter-VLAN routing is working. I will open the command prompt on a PC in VLAN 2 and ping a PC in VLAN 3. As you can see, the ping is successful. This confirms that devices in different VLANs can now communicate through the router. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.